Okay, so on this one, we're on lesson 6.1, page 377, and you'll notice the equations that we're working with are a little different than the ones that we had before. This time we've got a y in there too, and that makes it a little bit messier. All right. Our technique before, when we were trying to find the break-even point, was just to make those two equal, this equation and that equation. But with the y in there, that's going to get pretty messy. Wouldn't it be great if we just knew what one of these was? For example, let's say we knew that y was equal to 0. If we knew that, then we would know, okay, that's 0, so 2 times something is equal to 10. Oh, well, that's easy. That's got to be 5. Right? Well, there is a way that we actually do know what y is, if you think about it. When you take an equation, you're allowed, like we said before, to do anything you want to. You can add, subtract, multiply, divide, but you just have to do it to both sides. So let's use that rule and add 2 to this side, and if you do it to one side, you have to do it to the other. And now, that goes away. We have 4x plus 2 is equal to y. 4x plus 2 is equal to y. Well, wait a minute. If that's the case, then that means that 4x plus 2 is equal to y. In other words, we could just stick that right in there, just like that. So let's do that. So, okay. So what that means is that now we've just got nothing but x's, and we can work with that. So let's multiply. So that'd be 32x, that'd be 16, and we still have this x over here, so let's combine it. 34x plus 16 is equal to 10. Now I want x's on this side, numbers on the other, so I'm going to subtract 10. I'm sorry, 16 from each side. So that's going to get me 34x is equal to -6. Okay, all right, so we're going to do a little division there. We're going to have to divide both sides by 34. When we do that, let me get my calculator out here. We're going to come up with, so I'm going to take 6, -6, divided by 34, 0.17 rounds up to 0.18. And that's going to be negative, because a positive times a negative is going to be a negative. So we know now that y is equal to -0.18. And now that we know that, we can put that number there and figure out what we would need to get